Hello everyone, this is Gabby and this is your April 2018 energy update. So, how have you guys been feeling lately? I want to know, how have you guys been feeling lately? Have you guys been feeling a little like off, a little strange? So, I thought it was just me, but now I know for a fact that it's not just me. You know, my husband and my children, a few of my friends, a few people in some of the social groups that are on my social internet pages like Facebook and stuff like that have been noticing that they are also feeling, a certain way too. And that they're all picking up on these energies that are upon us. The likelihood is that the energies are actually affecting us all in similar ways. And so I made this video because I wanted to share what these, these patterns are, and you may have noticed them and may be experiencing them too. So I try to check the Schumann's resonance on a daily basis. It's interesting to me. So I like to look up the space weather and see what's going on, because all of that affects us a lot. And I also like to check it, especially when I feel that there's these energy fluxes. And for those of you that don't know me, I am an empath. I am sensitive to energy. So when I feel off or weird or different or, just like not right, not balanced, I like to look to see where, what's going on in the Schumann's resonance, to see if there's any spikes or anything like that. And guess what? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It has been peaking or spiking, recently actually. It's been a lot since the beginning of the new year here. But within the last few weeks, it's been off the charts. There's been so much stuff going on. It's crazy. And when it's peaking, what that means is the collective vibration or collective electromagnetic vibration that goes on the earth is peaking. So they say that the Schumann's resonance, if it is raising, this is an indicator that ascension is happening, because the vibration is raising on the planet. So if we're subject to different frequencies of electromagnetic radiation that we are not used to, it can actually affect us. And it affects us in these strange ways, especially if we're not used to it. We are energetic beings. We all each have our own electromagnetic field. So how does it interact with the planets? How does it interact with the planet's electromagnetic fields? It can affect our moods, and it can affect us physically and mentally. Not only has the Schumann's resonance, not only has it been peaking, these last few days, weeks, there has also been some full moons that we've been experiencing since the new year. And we've had a blue moon recently, and that can have a cause and effect on us too. It can make us feel off balance. We can have trouble concentrating, communicating, and also Mercury is in retrograde until April 15th, 2018. And Mercury retrograde is well known to cause trouble with communication, electronics, and travel. I've had the worst week and a half, 2 weeks, going on 2 weeks now. I swear. It's been one thing after another. Things just keep happening. It's just like I wake up and I'm like, oh, this is not my day. And then the next day comes and I'm like, well, this is not my day either. My new Canon camera just broke, which it is literally brand new, and it broke. My computer keeps freezing. My cell phone has spotty reception. That keeps freezing. It has no Wi-Fi in areas that on days that I'm doing conference calls on the go. And of course, I have no reception in places that I normally have reception. I feel like I'm manifesting all this trouble in my life. I feel like that I'm just so unlucky, and this all has a lot to do with Mercury retrograde. But it won't last for long. It won't last forever. This soon shall pass. So we just got to deal with it. And I just keep reminding myself that I just have to deal with it. So when these things happen, it is to draw attention to things that we need to work on. It draws attention to things that need our attention. It's kind of like the law of attraction. We are expecting things to go right, and we have a bad feeling or doubt deep down in our subconscious that we have this expectation that things will go wrong, and then they do, and then we're like, what the fuck? And then these things become magnified during a Mercury retrograde, which kind of sucks, and therefore they actually manifest in our reality. So I've had to really deal with this, and I've had to check my thoughts and remind myself, check your thoughts, Gabby. Don't think like that. I think to myself like all the time, and I'm always talking to myself. What is it that I am disbelieving? What are my doubts that I'm having? Are these things going wrong? Why are they going wrong? How do I reevaluate? How do I realign myself? That's when you stop, totally stop what you're doing, and just breathe. Take a breath. Realign yourself. Don't forget to breathe. I tell myself all the time, don't forget to breathe. I know this is going to sound a little cliche, but try meditating. I do it at night when everybody's sleeping so I can concentrate and just have my mind to myself. Okay? Also, I wanted to add that Jupiter is also in retrograde. This can also highlight areas in your life that needs working. So it's not a bad thing that Jupiter is in retrograde. Jupiter is a lucky planet, and we can turn our bad luck into good luck. We could turn our situations around to our advantage, again, by recognizing them. For example, if you're in a relationship, at this time, more likely at this time, it may be a relationship issue. And if you ask yourself, what's going on? What's going wrong? Why is this going wrong in my life? How can I fix it? Things that are going wrong in reality, that's an opportunity for us to think and to improve ourselves. You think to yourself, how can I make this better? How can I make that better? That brings our attention to them. Not a problem. It's not a problem. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to turn things around and make things better. It's a way to and just improve yourself, actually. So it's a good thing. Okay, so moving on. I've heard that people are reporting feeling a little childlike and feeling like, they want to do childish things, or even, or they're even like feeling the presence of their own inner child coming back to them. It might be memories, of when you were a child that are coming back to you. Or it just might be that, you're suddenly feeling really excited about something or feeling like a kid again. I don't know. So, why is this happening? Well, as we move into our ascension, consciousness is rising, and more people are waking up. For those of you who are already awakened, and I'm talking like spiritually awakened, those of you who are already on their spiritual path, oftentimes it's a part of your inner work and the inner child, so that inner child will make itself known because it wants to come back to say, hey, hi, remember me? I'm little Gabby. Remember what I was like? Don't forget me. Never lose that inner child feeling, okay? We get so caught up in adulting that we kind of forget what it's like to feel like a child, to feel free. What does it feel like to be like a child? To me, it's freedom. It's free of worry and no responsibility. You're just a child. It's carefree. It's to be fun. So we get so caught up in just being an adult that we kind of forget that we were once a kid too. So we need to bring back that inner child once in a while, just to be like, hey, and be free, be, let it out. It's okay to be goofy every once in a while. You don't always have to be responsible. You don't always have to be, you know, um, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't always have to be boring. You don't always, like, when you become an adult, it's like some people forget that it's okay to have fun, I guess. I guess fun is the word I'm looking for. There's another word I'm looking for. Just I'll remember it once I'm done making this video. So that inner child will just pop up every now and then, every once in a while, and make you feel like you want to play or have some fun or even be childish, kind of like a child, childish. Plus, the inner child is coming out because the inner child just might need I don't know, a little bit of that inner healing. What did your inner child go through in those years? Not all of us had a happy home and a happy childhood growing up. So your inner child might just pop up to be, healed, to kind of like remind you that you need to address something with your conscious mind. So maybe this aspect of you today is able to help heal these things that then, the conclusions that you drew when you were a child, they weren't whole. You accepted everything, that was going on around you because you had to. Now that you're older, you don't have to. But yeah, so now you can your inner child can kind of like help you revisit in a relaxed state and revisit the things that went on as a child, and with your mind of today, and put things right, to reconcile with them, to reason with them, to have an understanding and a forgiveness, and kind of help that inner child that's in you. Some of you guys may be experiencing vivid dreams. I know that the vivid dreams, oh my God, I have been having so many crazy vivid dreams lately, and they're really strange and really weird, and I don't know. I know I'm not the only one in my house that's been having them. For the last, couple weeks, when we see each other in the morning, we kind of like share if we have something crazy, like a crazy dream or a vivid dream. We kind of like share with each other what we dreamt. And my daughter has had some crazy dreams, some vivid dreams. I know my husband has had a few of these vivid dreams. A few of my close friends have been like, whoa, Gabby, last night I had the strangest dream and it felt so real. So yeah, so vivid dreams might be something that you guys are in fact experiencing at this time. Also, people have reported to me that they have um, they have been dreaming of people that have passed away. They've been coming to visit them in their dreams. Now that barrier, that veil has lifted between the dimensions, it's not thinning, it has lifted. It's open to those who are sensitive and curious, okay? So a thought can make something a reality. You can think of your dead loved one, and suddenly they come to you in your dream and visit with you and talk to you. And the dream will be a very vivid dream. They are able to communicate with us more freely, and they are able to do so better in our dreams. So we are really connecting now. Our vibration is really lining up with the fourth density of the spirit world, or vibrations. They're all lining up, and that means we are able to see better during our dreams. at this time. So moving on, next in this April Ascension energy update, pets. Let's talk about our pets. Pets have been transitioning and crossing over, and also they've been leaving us. This seems to be happening a lot lately. I've noticed it on Facebook. A few of my friends had lost a cat, or they lost a dog. A few of my friends have lost their loving fur babies. They've passed away, or had to be put asleep for whatever reason, because of an illness or whatever, or they had ran away, or they've gotten lost. So why are our pets leaving us? It's time for many of the animals to go and ascend to the third density, because they are a second density in terms of consciousness, okay? And they are moving to the third density, which we are in terms of consciousness. And being third density, we are able to witness the shift moving forward and learn the lessons from it. So you may notice that, or may have noticed that a pet, like a cat, dog, horse, cow, whatever whatever you have, a goldfish, whatever you own, you may have noticed that it seems like they are a very wise animal. And you can see it in their eyes. It's like, kind of like almost human, like a sense of knowing. They know that you know that they know. What it's like, they know what you're saying. It's like you could communicate with them, and they're very aware. They're very smart. Like, for instance, I feel like my dog Salem, has like a, I don't know, like a child soul in her, or I don't know, some kind of like an angelic child, like human like soul. And I don't know, she's just so smart. It's kind of creepy, but in a good way, not in a bad way. So, like, for instance, I never taught her the go upstairs. Salem, go upstairs. And then one day I said to her, Salem, go upstairs. And she did. She just like went from the living room and just walked and went upstairs. And that just kind of like blew my mind. I said to my husband, whoa, like, she's human. She's smart. Like, she just went upstairs. And I never taught her that before. Moving on. So these animals are beings in the upper second density, aiming to incarnate as humans, possibly for the next time. And this is why perhaps there has been animals leaving us by disappearing and crossing over and stuff like that. Next on this energy update is periods of exhaustion and depression. I think that these electromagnetic energies are really, really, really amping up right now. I think that, we're subjected to a lot of artificial electromagnetic energies, and I really need to remember myself to turn off my Wi-Fi box, especially at night when I go to bed. When I'm not using it, I try to remember to turn it off, and I never do, and I should, because it's not good for us. And so we need to give ourselves a break from using our cell phones, laptops, tablets, and whatever electronics that you could think of. And that's including the TV. Yes, I recommend taking a break from any electrical item. They all have electromagnetic fields, and we want to keep them away from us, as much as possible, as much as we can, especially when we're asleep. We don't want anything near our bed that is electrical when we're sleeping. So, and last but not least, complain your asses off when you see them putting up those cell phone masts, those towers and stuff near your homes. Don't let them do that. If you see them putting them up, complain. Don't let them put those things up near your house. We need to make that stop. It's going to kill us, and it's going to kill us slowly And not just us, it's gonna harm our animals, our produce, and not to mention the bees. And we need bees. Without bees, we have no coffee. No, but seriously, without bees, you know, they won't pollinate and do what they need to do, and we need them to survive. So we need to stop them from putting up those cell towers. So basically, what we want to do is to try to reduce the amount of electromagnetic radiation that we are exposed to. So that's basically all I'm trying to tell you. Next on this April Ascension Energy Update, have you been seeing colored orbs lately? Maybe some will pop up in my video and say hello. Because I always have orbs. Always. Normally I always have orbs. I know that I have. And so I have a few other people have been noticing orbs lately, and they know that I'm always seeing orbs, so they'll call me or they'll inbox me and be like, oh my God, I just seen an orb. Or, Gabby, I'm seeing like these lights, you know, flicker around me and all these colored orbs, and, you know, they're seeing like green orbs and blue orbs or silver orbs, and, you know, like I said, it's not unusual for me to see them. You know, I see them frequently, and I've even recorded them, and I've made videos and posted them on my YouTube channel to share with you guys so you guys can see them, to know that it is okay and it's normal. So yeah. So some of you may be asking, what are they and why do I see them? Some people believe that they are extraterrestrials, that they're ETs. I think some colors are, and you know, some orbs are, I guess. And I also believe that some of the orbs are our auras, or our higher self that is projecting around us. I also believe that some of them are angels or angelic beings. I believe some are loved ones, and some are just plasma creatures or beings from other dimensions just coming here to, I don't know, say hi or to be curious. I also think that they're here to help guide us and to help protect us and give us messages. I get a very loving energy from my orbs. I don't feel threatened of them. I don't feel scared of them. I know it's not my imagination. Sometimes me and my daughter or me and my husband will see them zip by us, and we'll both say to each other, oh wow, did you see that? And you know, that's just validation that we're not seeing things, that I'm not seeing things. If I saw it and he saw it, then it's real, right? Right. Okay, so let's move on because this video is long. So there's more information about this April energy update, that there has been people experiencing quite a bit of dizziness. And I know that I have experienced it recently, actually. It's not pleasant. And a number of people in my social groups have been experiencing this. And again, this is an ascension symptom. We're kind of like phasing in and out. Also, it can indicate an imbalance in the body. All right. So perhaps you may need to start taking vitamins or minerals, and that's important. I know that calcium, natural calcium supplements and magnesium supplements have really, really, really helped me. And if any of you guys are interested in what I take, just leave me a comment below or a private message, and I will share with you the vitamins and minerals that I take daily. And I practice holistic health. So I actually swear by the vitamins, and they do help with the dizziness as well. And also drink lots of water, spring water, not tap water. Tap water, no good. Spring water, good. And, you know, add some lemon or lime to it, and that's a good way to alkalize and alkaline your body. It'll keep you healthy, and it's especially good to do during the season where everybody's always getting sick. Last on this April energy update is astral projection, spontaneous astral projection. This can happen as we are kind of like drifting off to sleep or during a meditation. Rarely does it ever happen to me, okay? but maybe once in a while, like once in a blue moon, literally, because we just had a blue moon and that's kind of like when it happened. I will experience a little bit of astral projection, but recently, these last few weeks, I've been kind of like drifting off. And one of the nights that I had drifted off, I felt myself like leave my body and kind of like I was floaty. And I seen the top of my house, and then I was like in the sky looking down on the landscape of the area that I live in. And once I noticed it consciously, I suddenly got like real scared, and then like boom, I popped back into my body, and it was like a jolt. I jumped, and I felt my whole body was like tingling, and it kind of like felt this like vibrating feeling. I think I may have came in too fast. I'm not sure, but I kind of, that's the thought that I get. So, then again, I started to drift off and go to sleep. And just like that, I felt that little floaty feeling. And then I don't know, I was somewhere. I was just somewhere else. I was just walking around, and I was around people, and no one could see me, but I could see them. And I just thought it was so cool, and I knew consciously like this was happening because I had closed my eyes again. So when it happened again, I realized, okay, this is cool. Let me see how long I can stay here. And I was just like walking around, and I don't know, so I want to start practicing it because it's a pleasant feeling. It's your consciousness that is away. It's your mind that's away. You may find yourself, walking around your house or kind of like floating above your body or above your house, and you might think to yourself like, yo, whoa, what's going on here? Where's the rest of me? Where's my body? Oh, and why am I sleeping it? You're there, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? Just know that you're okay, and what you're experiencing is an out-of-body experience or a spontaneous astral projection. So don't worry about it. You cannot get separated from your body, okay? And the excitement actually from you being out of your body and seeing your body, it will probably just like pop you back into your body anyways if you're not seasoned at astral projection. So the same thing that happened to me may possibly happen to you and just like pop you right back into your body, and you'll open your eyes and you'll be like, whoa, I had an astral projection, and that was cool. So don't worry. And you don't want to worry because worry causes fear, and fear will manifest like negative shit in your life, and you don't want that. You don't want any negative things going on while you're astral projecting because it'll probably scare the shit out of you, even though it still can't hurt you because all you have to do is open your eyes. But realize that you're safe. Just go with it and enjoy it and have fun and practice it. Learn. There's some videos on YouTube that are guided astral projections, and those are pretty fun. So once you can train your mind how to do it, you'll be able to enjoy it. And it's definitely something that I'm going to work on and I'm going to practice. And I'll keep you guys updated. So that's the end of my April energy update. I'll leave you guys with some recommendations, even though that they are a little cliche. I recommend that you meditate if you start to feel anxious or depressed or even stressed out. It will help to train your mind and make you feel more calm. Also, I recommend grounding by going outside in nature, go barefoot on the grass, also hug or hold a tree if you don't feel comfortable hugging a tree. Hold a tree, touch a tree, because it reduces the static energy within our body, within your body, and it offloads into the ground, and you're not carrying around all that extra static electricity. Plus, negative ions are free to flow in your body, moving out all those positive ions that cause the disruption and all that bad stuff that we don't want to flow through us. We want the negative ions because negative ions are the good ones. Positive ions are the bad ones. So those are the ones we want to get rid of, okay? So yeah, this April Ascension update. Sorry that it was so long. But I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And enjoy the rest of April. And don't forget to meditate, ground, and drink lots of water. Much love and light, guys.